So we've seen how compression can dynamically reduce signals. What if we want to do the opposite? Well, that's what expanders are for. And there's an expander within the dynamics folder, and that's the processor we're going to look at next. So the expander is here, and its control set is sort of familiar. We've got a number of functions that we're used to seeing from the compressor available here too. But the crucial difference this time is that when signals exceed the threshold point, they're going to get boosted in volume rather than cut. So effectively our ratio control is upside down. It's going to give us ratios not above 1, but below 1 in order to provide that expansion for us. That's where our ratio control is. And this is the threshold point, which is going to set, again, the dynamic point above which we're going to start expanding volume rather than reducing it. The overall gain control is up here, and we've got attack and release times again, and we've also got our knee control, which, remember, determines the behavior of how aggressively the expander is going to process the volume of signals which exceed the threshold point. Let's hear the expander in action. Now what you can hear here is this really interesting sort of collection of expansion options. Overall the signal's being reduced, but what we can hear is that the signals that are breaching the threshold point are being pushed up in volume, and we can see that's producing quite a significant amount of expansion in this middle area here. So the ratio control is literally going to determine how hard effectively we're working, and the threshold point obviously is the point above which expansion is added to your project. There are a couple of different modes. You can monitor in peak or root mean square mode. So in other words, whether or not you're actually looking at the individual loudest transient points or the overall average volume. And we've also got both soft and hard clipping, or indeed an offsetting if we don't want to be working or worrying about the kind of clip level for our projects. We've also got an auto gain option here if we want it, if we don't want to be setting gain by ourselves automatically.